All right, I am live. I'm Tim Lumberg. I'm your aspiring artist. For those guys who were here last time, I stream. You heard me talk about how I'm working on some Avengers scripts and trying to get some stuff together for New York City Comic Con, which I'm pretty excited about. My first time going and everything like that. So I'm gonna just give you guys an update where I'm at, and then I'm gonna start drawing today. And I'll show you why. So this is the first page that I worked on. I'm pretty happy with it overall. I especially like uh uh that third panel there with the hologram and everything like that. I think it looks particularly cool there. So overall, I'm good. I printed this one, nice 11 by 17 print to see what it would look like, and it came out pretty good. There might be a final tweak that I might do if I have time, but that's going to be some time pending. Um, Second page, I'm pretty good with as well. I have like some of the things that I want to highlight that I did that I liked. Let me just switch color and I'll kind of explain. Um, is I really like in the warehouse here, like the lights. I don't know if you can see. Is that dark enough or bright enough? Right. I like the lights there in the warehouse, right? That I created in that background. I think I don't know. I enjoy that. Uh, and then the other thing that I thought was a nice little touch that I liked was it's always like a question, and I'm gonna ask some artists when I get to the Comic Con. Their thoughts on it is how much background's too busy and how much is like not enough and everything. You don't want to like make it seem like you're like cheating by just leaving every panel blank, but you don't want to like also go crazy and everything like that. So it's like a weird balance. But I kind of liked the um black the coordination between these panels here. Um so that was kind of like my attempt there. And um yeah, so anyway, page two, pretty happy with overall as well. I have not done a print of this panel yet, so I'm not sure what that looks like. Um, Page three, like I like certain parts of it. This top panel, I might is going to be what I'm going to work on today. To be honest, I'm going to sketch some maybe something. I'm just going to play a little bit. But the last two panels and stuff like that, I do like. I like Power Man up here. I like the power little bubbles that he has, like having some motion there. Um, I like uh White Tiger's kick over here and stuff like that. It's really like something about Nick Cage that's like throwing me off. So we'll see if that's the final panel that I end up going with, or if I'm gonna play with something to find something better today. I got 4 more pages I want to do, and six more actually. So I got a timetable, so we'll see. And then I page four. I like with the Superior Spider-Man swinging in and kicking the Plunderer in the face. Some things I think the webbing turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. And then just the overall like the cape and everything like that as we sweep through that. So um overall, like I'm pretty happy there. And like I said, the one page that I'm not quite sure on is this page here and that one panel. So I'm gonna do today is I just thought like I'd just jump on and start drawing and see what works for me. You'll see on this, like, so this is like my stack in Procreate of the pages and everything like that. And you'll see the top four are literally just like like me like trying. There's like layers of me just trying things out to like see different poses and stuff like that. And that's just for like my in progress and everything like that. What do I want to do? So because I was doing different poses and stuff like that in the actual pages, but in different layers. But then I was getting like real messy on the coordinating my layers where I can know what's up if I want to go back and like use one and stuff like that. It just became uh, more difficult than it needed to be or than I wanted it to be. Um, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna draw some different like action poses for Luke Cage or and just so just a big guy swinging and like I'll see if something sticks in my head. So there's a couple things that I was thinking about in my layout. The original thought was the reason I put him Luke Cage, White Tiger, and Power Man in that order was for like that's how they finish in that order right here, right? So it was kind of like to create continuity. But maybe I reverse it and so I still have White Tiger in the middle, or I don't know. I'm open to like some different ideas there. So right now I'm just gonna draw and see if anything like um feels strong over the next you know 45 minutes or so, and then we'll go from there. So I don't really have like maybe I should have had like a more planned pose or something like that, but like I said, it's just really trying to address something. So all right, let's see. What if he's just like he's just like ooh, like uppercutting like, but I had him uppercutting like this, but like it just I don't know, the pose wasn't really working for me. So let's try to change it up. Let's one go to the other side. Looks like he's like singing with a microphone in the shower. Arm looks kind of short. Obviously, this is like I'm drawing on an 11 by 17 digital piece of paper right now, so like obviously that won't this would have to be shrunk down for that page, but I'm just again trying to like figure out my pose to make sure I'm like happy. It's way too short. Gotta be careful I don't swing the pendulum the other way though, like that. Mm, Sometimes we're just fighting a panel. Can't be the only one. And the thing with or Nick Cage, Luke Cage, is you know, um, he's not Daredevil um or Wolverine or White Tiger or Iron. He's more of that, got that more of that brawler, and I want that to be reflected in his action poses, right? Like he's the yeah, yes, that's power. Wow, Luke Cage, yeah. But I want that to reflect in his action pose. So when I slot him into the page, it makes sense. Like so, he's gotta his style of combat's gotta reflect him. But I might like this uppercut better than the original. I gotta figure out the legs, but I like what I'm doing with the upper body a little bit here, a little bit more. So and then of course, unlike so many heroes, he's just got his jeans and a t-shirt on, ready to roll. I don't know. How am I doing? I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm doing great overall. I'm drawing. Can't complain about that. It's the way to go. Second, second favorite boss though. Oh, thank you. Second favorite. Don't think I didn't catch that. Not first. All right. Well, that's if you're counting Jess, that's allowed. That's allowed. I'll give you that one. Yeah, you did. I don't know if there's a period there, so not a question. Good. You got a new job. Congratulations. That's exciting. Hopefully, it's something you're enjoying. I learned the hard way. Like just going with the money is not always the best for your mental health. But not that I didn't love my last job. I had many, many, many years of awesome, awesome times there. So I don't want to complain too much. You're welcome to leave it on and watch whenever you can. I like set up a second monitor, so if you see me like looking that way, I set up a second monitor so I can see the chat better because I'm like terrible at like seeing the chat normally when I'm drawing, and like I just ignore whoever's there, and I gotta like, oh, can't keep doing that. Like the whole point is to interact with people. Ah, good job for you, man. Store manager spot. That's awesome. I hope you like it. And it's something I know you're good at with the good. Everybody should be doing something that they enjoy and can take care of the family with at the same time, which is not always an easy balance. All right, so with this pose, right? So Power Man's punching with that uppercut with the left arm, pow, swinging that up. If I were to use this pose instead of the original, I'm gonna be uh I'm gonna have to flip flop them. So the nice thing about you know the power Power Man is I can easily flip him to the other side. Um, and still so they'll be just reversed. I just gotta see if there is some alternatives. I'm gonna keep playing with some different ideas, but I kind of do like this uppercut. I'm a little bit um more than the other one, but part of the thing is too like when if I change that up, I also gotta like think about like the plunderer's minions, right? Do I uh have them flying off screen or do I add them on, and where do I want to put them? Because that's part of the problem I think with this pose here is I kind of where I slotted the the minion over here, the henchman just getting blasted kind of at an awkward angle, but whereas the other Power Man, new Power Man, uh his guys off screen kind of. Um so I'm just gonna have to decide kind of where I want to go if I want to make the change or not. What's up, buddy? Um so the question is, do I change my Power Man pose, or do I stick to what I have? Um because today is like the day I'm gonna finish that page. I either gotta keep what I got or move. So all right, let's see, what else could I do? I'm gonna do uh try something else here. What if I think about this in my head a little bit. If I did something. If I only had like just real references here all the time. In the middle. Give me some room. what if both arms were swinging up? Even that's like not quite right. Like so, it feels like throwing. But I feel like I'd need more arch in that back. If that's what I decide to go with. Um, so so there's like some real dynamic. But I also like this pose with the leg is too similar to the one on the previous page, and I certainly don't want to be just repeating poses or anything like that. I want to show a little bit of different options and stuff like that. Um, so there's that. That's where like you know this page here, I got like new Power Man smashing down. He's punching off this. I gotta like I want to make sure that the action is the Kirk punch. Yes, the action's different from place to place, from panel to panel, where it's not getting repetitive or anything like that. Um, and again, fits the style of the character. So I got that. I got the uppercut as an option where I'm flip flopping. Um, let's see, what else can I do? Need something. I mean, let's see. It's already slamming someone to the ground. Hmm. Pushing somebody with the right hand already. I mean, I could do. You guys are seeing like the real sloppy. This is my This is the Arnold pumping iron punch, uppercut, whatever. And that's horrible. So he's definitely not going to do that. It looks stiff. It looks like an Arnold pose. All right. I might flesh out this one and say it's either this one or the original, and just decide. The other thing I thought of is if I move um that's if I move White Tiger this way, um and then I could have like the tiger prowling in the background a little bit more, the avatar of the White Tiger a little bit more. So I move her that way, move him to the center. Um, but I gotta figure out the spacing if I'm gonna make those changes too. So Just the one panel on the one page just fighting me. But I do think I like this pose better. Wow, I can't even. There I go. And actually, if I wanted to, oops, keep them on the same side, I can just flip it. And then he's doing the upcut just a little different. It's probably maybe the smartest thing to do. So take the least amount of correcting what's there. So that might be the way to go. I'm gonna play with that a little bit, but his leg's terrible, so I'm not gonna. All right. You might want to change that arm because, like, I get that he's doing the uppercut, but like this arm's just kind of like sitting straight. I might want to. I gotta probably bend it a little bit differently or anything like that. But I do like the flow of the yeah upward momentum there. With Power Man, Luke Cage Power Man, not in a costume. I always want to have folds of the shirt. Folds. It's important. Folds in the jeans. He's not wearing spandex. Right now, it looks like he's wearing a diaper. Got you ready for Comic Con? Are you getting pumped up? Scribble, 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 scribble. Hmm. We do. Mhm. Not loving the legs, but I do think that I'm getting something that I might like better in that upper torso. Um, so it's just gonna be been like fine tuning it as I ink it and deciding, and then slotting it into the page instead of the other option. Um, and then figuring out what I'm doing with the legs. Part of my problem with the legs might be about that belt, like and where Luke Cage carries his belt, but anyway. Open hand, or do I do closed hand? Let's try. Let's do something. Let's play with this arm a little. Let's decide we want to like. Um, there's probably an easier way to do this, but this is how I'm gonna do it. And if I did, where it's bent. Like that instead of just the straight. It's big on the, but you get the idea. Do something like that. Not too terrible. Do you, no. See if I Something like that. And the hand would be over here. Maybe different options with that. Either open or close. One thing that might make the legs better, actually. Like I said, I'm gonna change that belt. Not only the belt line, but the curve of it instead of downward. Like we're looking up at it more. And again, that might carry some of that energy up from the feet, that kinetic linking up from the feet to the fist, the punch. So I do so change the angle. So then you're more looking below him and up at him as he's carrying that punch up. That probably was a better way to go in hindsight. So of this leg. The joys of digital work. I'm just like literally just scribbling because I can get away with it. That looks like look, he's Ryu now. Haruken. Whatever he says during the Dragon Punch. I don't know. I would have if I do that, this leg's got changed too, which maybe I gotta do that. Like um change the whole leg dynamic completely. Think how those hips sit. Hmm. Part of a thing I gotta like wrap my head around too is like, you know, it's a comic book. So like how you throw a punch doesn't necessarily mean that's the way I have to like um have him go. Like there's lots of ways I can I can work it. Um so what what matters most is like, is it a visually pleasing image? You know, I was watching a really cool documentary on Chris Claremont and the X Men run, which is like amazing. 17 years, like fantastic stories, some of the best stories. And then like the transition, um, to like, when he left and you know, um, Rob Liefeld and Jim Lee became like bigger forces in X Men and stuff like that. And like they were the part where they were talking about like a lot more like posing and everything like that. Um, and that the fans were loving and stuff like that. Um, and it was like a nice little reminder. Like you want to have a good balance of like, all right, what works like for the story where it makes sense, but also like what's just like also visual. You gotta have both as much as you can. So it's not. If I turn that more that way. I did because of the way I did that. And it's like, oh, horrible. Right. All all of that. So, if I turn that more, we're seeing more calf here. And then the foot would be different. But the other thing is, I don't know how much a foot, like this might be cut off because again, I'm not getting the full page for the actual panel that I'm doing. It's got Spock eyebrows right there. Evil Spock because of the goatee, of course, but okay. All right, so now this is like what just we're coming up on like 47 minutes here of streaming of me just of different drawings. So um I'm going to here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna squash uh some layers here actually. How do I do this? and squash. So what I'm gonna do now is take this without and see if I copy that. All right, now if I went over to this page, right, where I'm thinking about slotting it in instead, I'm gonna take. There's too many layers here. This is my problem. Where I'm gonna take my Luke Cage layer, right, and then like the paste. Would I like that better? I think I might. Like I think like I think I do. I think I like the overall uppercut composition of that better than the original. Show you guys the original real quick again. Um, so let me, I, you know, that's why I gotta label layers. Um, um, I'll probably uh do that. Um, and maybe print both, right? So I'll bring a copy with two different. I'll bring two different copies of that page with so that they can see alternatives. Um, but I think I'm gonna try um, once I end the stream here, um, a more detailed and ink version where I can really like lock in and tighten the art, and see if I like the new pose better, um, and go from there. But cool. So that's like we're at 50 minutes, a little shorter than my normal hour, but we're there. Thank you again for your time. Those of you guys came to watch. I'll be on again probably later on this week, maybe even tomorrow as I get further along. So again, the like plan is I'm gonna lock up this page today, and then I'm done with those 4 pages, and then I got 4 more pages that I want to do from different Marvel scripts, and then I will be um, tightening up 2 other drawings that I want to do that are like more mine, not from a script specifically, and that'll be like what I bring with me to Comic Con. Thank you, Laugh Panda. I'm a great artist. I appreciate that. Uh, I hope so. We'll see. Everybody have a good day. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all of it. I haven't posted in a while on TikTok, but all of the time lapse stuff as I get finished with these will end up on TikTok as well. And everyone have a good day. Thank you.